What turns you on in porn but was a disaster in real life? I'm just going to say right now, be real careful with the reverse cowgirl. Now you know how the eye in Pixar feels. This made me sick. Outdoor and public sex. It went well, but it was so different from what I imagined, lol. I couldn't enjoy it cause I was so anxious of getting caught, lol. The one time I was confident of not getting caught was the time hipsters snuck up on me bare-ass pounding my partner. They moved on, so we carried on, until they started setting off fireworks, which is when we decided discretion was the better part of not getting arrested. Tried a vacuum bed, turned out I am allergic to latex. My boyfriend said I looked like a goblin. That's a hell of a way to find out about your latex allergy. Found out from using condoms. I thought I had some terrible infection or something, but figured out that it was the latex after a bit. I definitely don't recommend finding out this way. The first time I tried anal sex, I thought it felt just like fucking a vagina. After a while I told her that, and she said that is my vagina. I said, why didn't you tell me? And she said it felt good, so I didn't want you to stop. What can I tell you, the lights were out. Self-bondage. Don't do it alone or you will be putting yourself in some serious trouble. A friend of mine was lucky enough that I had to go to their house because I had forgotten something there the last day. He wasn't picking up any calls or anything, and no one had seen him, so I worried, went to his home, peeked through a window and saw him cuffed and chained to a pipe in his kitchen with a collar. The keys were in front of him but out of reach. I called a locksmith to open the door, but didn't let him see my friend, and saved him. He had been there for at least 12 hours. Anything humiliation related. When I'm horny it's hot, but when I've busted it would activate my depression. Post nut clarity is a bitch. Edit, nut not butt. Autocorrect is a bitch too. Post butt clarity indeed. Sex with a delivery guy. Go on. Are you saying that it didn't deliver? Standing up? What? How does that even work? It works with someone who is fun-sized. I was summoned. The protagonist in porn is usually pretty fit. In my life, the protagonist is me. Well. So how many push-ups can you do, big shot? Consecutively? 0.5. Total in a day could be as high as 2. I have this but reverse. I'm into BDSM. Actually doing all that stuff and being tied up and degraded is amazing when I'm experiencing it. But watching it, yuck. I am just usually too worried that the actresses/actors are safe and everything is consensual. Also, erotic romances with BDSM are the same for me. Fun in real life, absolutely terrible to read about. Particularly because they always carry that stuff over into their daily lives, and it's super off-putting. Disaster is a bit of an exaggeration, but I had a girlfriend that let me put it in her butt a couple times and I just wasn't in love with it. A lot hotter in porn, but in real life I was just thinking there was a perfectly fine vagina right there. Right? More prep, more easing in, didn't feel any better, didn't smell lovely, chance of poo. I don't know, it just had the naughty factor, but that's about it. Yeah. Why book the muddy campsite when you have that nice yurt already? Getting a BJ under the table while other people are completely oblivious. Wouldn't have the balls to attempt that. I've always loved this fantasy of risky things like this, but also don't have the guts to do so. But I would do it to my man when he's on the phone or playing video games or something where he still has to try to keep his cool and it's equally as hot. Finishing on the face in this one video in which she kept asking what was her favorite genre of music for some reason. It was Nickelback, wasn't it? I don't know, I think it was a Mandy Muse video. It's not my proudest fap is all I'm going to say. Hentai. Can't draw tits to save my life. Orgy. Remember, the type of people you want at an orgy are never the kinds of people at the orgy. Been to an gay orgy, can fucking confirm. I spent most of the time sitting in a chair jerking off, wishing I had spent my $20 doing anything else. Food stuff, especially chocolate. Chocolate, it's just so gross in practice. Tastes like hair and sweat, impossible to clean off, and it literally looks like shit smears. Not very hot in person. Pastrami is the most sensual of the salted cured meats. Threesome, me and 2 women. They fairly quickly forgot about me. My attempts to join weren't batted away, but there was no effort to keep me in either. It was quite easy to see that they were enjoying each other when I wasn't involved. Public sex. Being escorted out of Nordstrom was kinda of embarrassing. People who leave fluids in changing room stalls deserve a special place in hell. Clean up, you animals. The cake porn where they put ice cream and icing on each other and it comes in contact with their bits. The real world. Major yeast infection. Salutes major yeast infection. Rough blowjobs turn me on in porn. But in real life it just hurts and I'm covered in snot. Also dildos, fun in porn, but I can't get anything bigger than a pencil inside when I'm on my own. Actually everything in porn is probably a disaster, those women are literally athletes. I gotta numb, what the fuck are you doing? Once for trying to alternate between anal and vaginal. Those fellas on the computer do it like it's the most natural thing in the world, but I had to learn from experience that it's actually really dangerous for the vagina-possessing participant. Which makes perfect sense after it was pointed out to me. Kinda like how I try to avoid getting feces stuck up my urethra. Makes me wonder how porn stars are able to do it so confidently. They plan their eating in advance and douche the bejesus out of the arse. Subscribe for daily Reddit videos.